What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trey's Trades, where we have technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor nor expert. I am just some random dude on YouTube, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple of years ago, I was about $30,000 deep in some pretty bad medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work really hard and invest my money in the market, and I can now say that I am a financially free guy, and furthermore, I am doing pretty well for myself. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that were given to me and change your lives even if a little bit for the better, that's all a guy can ask for. Lastly, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day, multiple times a day. With that being said, today we're going to be giving an update on ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Incorporated, and this was a subscriber recommended stock that is doing absolutely insanely well. It is going really well. It was recommended by Hugo Romo, and this guy could have potentially made a lot of people some money, and you should be patting him on the back, so give him some love in the comment section. I just wanted to give an update and talk about where this stock is right now. So we have gapped up an insane amount in the pre-market. I did predict that we would see this stock shoot up pretty high. However, I did not see it touching 460. What was it? 460, 459. Yeah, it went over 460. So regardless, this stock has given some people some filthy returns, and I am very happy for anybody who was invested in this company. So we are going to look at first the fundamentals of the company, what they are. Ocugen is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company which focuses on the discovery, development, and commercialization of transformative therapies to cure blindness diseases. The company's pipeline product includes OCU200, a novel fusion protein that is in a preclinical development stage for the treatment of wet AMD, diabetic retinopathy, I probably said that wrong, and diabetic macular edema. They're doing very well. They have a pretty large following on StockTwits, 56,000 people. I will leave a link to both of these in the description box down below if you'd like to look closer at them. But we're going to take a look at the technicals, what kind of trading action we should expect for the day, and we will go from there. So I've got I think this is a 10-day chart pulled up. Yep, 10-day chart pulled up here, and we're going to establish a level of support right here, $3.04, and let's zoom out 6 months quick. You can see that we are exponentially higher than we've ever touched for OCGN. They are doing absolutely fantastic. So let's go back to the 10-day chart, set it to a 15-minute window. We've got an immediate support at $3.04. Now, since this price valuation gapped up so much in the pre-market, it is possible that we retest this 304, which was a prior level of resistance, as a new support. I can't predict the future. I'm not a wizard, so I can't tell you for sure if that's going to happen, but if you were in the stock yesterday, you have 100% margined your return on investment, which is absolutely insane. I am very happy for you guys. That is awesome. So we have a near side of 304, and if for whatever reason we do end up dropping back down from there, we do have a second, probably stronger support level right here at 272, which was a prior level of resistance. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different touch points here, so it is a very strong level of support. We did have a break through this. I would call this a false breakout. You know, we did retest this after, had a little bit of price rejection, came back up, price rejection, and then here we are today, sitting at 386. We are doing absolutely well. It is fantastic, and you can see here the insane level of volume that was traded when we went from 30 cents all the way up to 283. I would imagine that we see, pretty similar volume come in on this stock throughout the day today. It is hard to say, as we have dropped off pretty significantly, but I think there's going to be some hype and some FOMO that surrounds this stock, and I would not be surprised if we see this shoot up even further. Of course, we are going to be looking at 460, which was the high of pre-market so far. 465 as the level of resistance to push through, and if we can push through 465, I would not be surprised in the slightest if we go over $5. Of course, $5 will be the next acting level of resistance for this stock, so do watch for 465 as the next potential mark if we do approach this 465 again. We are currently trading at 388, below the volume weighted moving average, and the volume weighted moving average is a little bit different than the volume moving average. It is very similar. However, the difference is that it takes into consideration the overall volume that is trading on the stock. So it does slightly correct. You can see here that we would actually still be bullish if we were taking the VMA into consideration, and I would argue that we are still bullish. However, we are having a little bit of consolidation right here. The overall trend is a little bit bearish. I would not be surprised in the slightest. In fact, I would expect that we do push up above the volume weighted moving average later in the day, whether it's pre-market or in the regular market hours. Excuse me, I need to drink more coffee. My throat's getting dry. 465, watch for that price target. And I am going to pull up the RSI for us just to see how this stock is doing in terms of being overbought or oversold. And as you would expect, it is extremely overbought. So, it's not guaranteed that it'll happen today. You know, I do expect this stock to have a very solid day. Even if it does drop a little bit, you know, it's still going to be very green compared to this $1.79 price range that we were at previously. So we shall see how much it drops down to. I do like these support levels. I think that is going to hold up the stock very well. However, with as much run-up as we have seen in the last 10 days, you know, 7 days, 10 days, I do expect a pullback to eventually come. Now, it might not come, you know, today or tomorrow or Wednesday. However, this stock is in overbought territory. There is a lot of hype that is surrounding this stock. They are doing great things, and, you know, it's awesome to see people get a return on their investment. But do be wary of that, right? Unless you're a mid to long-term investor and you do plan on holding this stock for a couple months or a couple of years, I would consider taking profits if you do see a pullback on this stock approach, you know, this $3.04 range or $2.72. A great way to do that is to set a trailing stop loss on the stock. Personally, I like to stick with 10% for penny stocks, especially if you're up, you know, 30, 40, 50, 100, 150%. Giving back 10% is really not that big of a deal. You're still going to be up an insane amount on your margin, and that is absolutely incredible. So it's currently sitting in a little bit of overbought territory, so just be mindful. If we do see a pullback to 304 and you are looking at getting into the stock as a mid to long-term investment, watch to see if we hold 304, if we drop down to 272. If we hold 304, you know, that may be a pretty solid entry point. If we drop down to 272, an even better entry point. And if you'd like to hit both, you know, just by the off chance that we hold here and then end up dropping, you know, you can dollar cost average this out. So maybe you put half of your position in here, maybe a quarter of your position here, and just by the off chance that we drop even more from 272, you could keep a little bit of dry powder on the side for if we retest some other support levels. You know, we do have another support at previous support right about here. I like this a lot, $1.77, which is a pretty drastic difference between 272 and $1.77, but we do have a fair amount of price action in here. So I think reaching $1.77 is pretty unlikely. However, this is uncharted territory, right? This is a gap up. This is a major gap up. So it is likely that we fill the gaps in this area right here, 465 to 272. So I do find it unlikely that we drop down all the way to $1.77, at least in a day or 2 days, right? It might happen over the course of a week, but if you're a mid to long-term investor, that's just an opportunity to increase your position, improve your position, and overall your returns in the long term. If you are a day trader and you're looking at getting into the stock, we're going to change it to a 2-day chart and set some current levels of support and resistance. We do have a support right here at $3.13 and another level of support sitting right here at about $3.82. We've got a couple contact points here. I would say that this was a acting level of resistance in the past. We did break above that, and we are holding this line very well. I would, you know, it's hard to argue that this was a level of resistance here, as we did gap up pretty heavily and shoot past it. So I'm not going to say that, but it is a secondary day or swing trade level of support that we can use at this given time. If you are looking to long this stock, you are looking at an immediate resistance at 441 with a secondary resistance and the breakthrough likely coming at 465. So if you would like to day or swing trade this, see if we do come back down to $3.13. That does seem to be a very solid entry point for a trade. You are going to want to watch if we hold that and bounce back up. If we do, that is a great opportunity to long. However, if we do drop below 313, as you see here, the next level of support that I really like is $1.77. So that would be an opportunity to short the stock. However, with momentum, with hype, with the immense amount of buying pressure that we're seeing right now, I would imagine that the stock is going to be green today. So I would bet with the stock instead of against it personally. However, I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so make sure that you make your own financial decisions. But that is what I see as the best way in making this stock you some money. What was I just saying? That's the best way to make some money off this stock. That's what I meant to say. Man, I really need some coffee. What's going on here, guys? No good, no good. So that is how I would personally day or swing trade this stock. I hope that was helpful. That is what I have for OCGN as an update today. I was pretty spot on my prediction on this. I did think that we would see a pretty massive increase. However, I did not estimate that we'd touch 465. You know, it's a good thing to be wrong about, but it's awesome that we're making some people some money. I hope that you have a position in this stock. If you do, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know your dollar cost average. Let me know how much money you're making. Let's share some positive vibes down in the comment section. So that is what I have for the video today. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel. Consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this, as I do post videos every day, multiple times a day. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is a SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month subscription fee for, so that I can optimize my videos in the YouTube algorithm. And I would highly recommend it to anybody who is a content creator or looking to get into the content creating scene. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys if I didn't love it. They do have a couple different options depending on what you're looking for in search optimization, as well as a free option with a few less resources than is available for the membership. So if you do use my link and sign up, I will receive a commission off of your purchase, and that is a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I'm just glad to have you here as part of the community, part of the crew, and that is what I have for you today. So thank you for coming to the video today, my friends, and I will see you all next time. Peace.